Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're starting today with a bit of I've had a couple of eBay problems. I don't usually get eBay problems. Bones is testing a Super Nintendo console. Um, what it is, I had a Super Nintendo console in the bedroom, in storage, been there for a long time. In fact, it's been there that long, I can't remember what I paid, I can't remember. I was just rummaging through the bedroom and I came across it and I thought, all right. So I thought, put it on eBay, you know. I'm always eBaying, I buy, sell, I do everything through eBay. So I thought, put it on eBay, check out some prices. The condition it's in, amazing condition to look at, brand new, not brand new, but really nice, no yellowing. Looking at price sold on eBay, there was averaging for that condition. It had the controller, it had all the leads, it was ready to go. So I thought, put it on. I mean, there was averaging 70 to £100. There was a couple of games with it. And I thought, I don't need it because I've got one up there on the shelf boxed. So I thought, just put it on eBay, but undercut everybody else because I'm not one of these people that want top dollar. I don't care, you know. So I thought I'll just stick it on for like 59 quid, see where it goes. Within an hour, pinged, it's sold. And I'm like, yeah, that was fast. Maybe I under-thinking myself, I don't know. But anyway, it sold. You notice, guys, I haven't got my robe on. I'm robeless. It's been too warm. So anyway, it sold. 3 days later, might have been 4, I get a message saying I've received the SNES, however it don't work. I'm like, okay, right. And bearing in mind, guys, I've been doing eBay for years, so what I do, I always do photos, but all right, so you could see it working in the photos. You could see, in fact, it was this cartridge that was playing on it, Street Fighter. So I asked him, I was asking questions. I says, what do you mean, well, what does it do? Does it do anything? He says, no. He says, I switched on, the light don't come on the console. He says it don't do anything. So I thought, these things can get damaged in transit. So I said to him, package it up, back up, carefully, like I did. I always send things carefully as well, guys, you know. Send it back. As soon as I get it, I'll give you a refund. Anyway, it came back. It was yellow. It stunk of tobacco. The yellow weren't mainly from the tobacco, although there was yellow tobacco. It's just stunk, man. As soon as I was opening the package, I could smell. I don't smoke, so I got a sensitive. I can smell tobacco. It literally reeked, and I'm thinking, this ain't mine. This is not my SNES. So I look into it a bit further. There's scratches on it. But no, mine was like really nice. So I went back through my photos that I originally put on eBay to sell it. I thought, no, this ain't mine. And then I messaged the guy. I goes, I says, I don't know what you're playing at. I says, but the console I sent you isn't the one you've sent to me. And I plugged it in, and it didn't work. This is the console now. Not the one I sent him. This is the one he sent me. It didn't work. But obviously I've got electronics background, so I got it working anyway because I lost the case. eBay's right. I questioned what he did. I says, look, you've sent me a different one. Got in touch with eBay. I got them to phone me because you go to help and contact. You can get them to phone you. Somebody from eBay phoned me. And it did say fair dues to eBay, so it was more the seller being a rip-off rather than eBay not doing their job, because the guy on the phone said to me, he says, we've looked up the photos. He says, and I appreciate the console, because I sent photos of this one to eBay saying, look, this is all yellow. Obviously, he ain't got smelly vision, so they couldn't smell the tobacco, but that's beside the point. And I said to him, look, mate, this is all yellow. It stinks of tobacco. I says, and it's got scratches on it. Mine was near mint condition. There was nothing wrong with it, and it worked. And this one don't work, and and the guy's on the phone is really. He says, yeah. He says, right. He says, I've looked through the photos that you originally put on eBay to sell the item. I says, yeah. He says, the problem we've got. He says, there's no photo showing the serial number or the model number. Schoolboy mistake, mate. And I thought, oh, I didn't do that. I've sold consoles, I've sold electrical. Now, normally I will put the model number, I'll take a photo of the serial number, model number. But I didn't. The guy couldn't apologise enough. He says, I have to go with eBay policy. So yeah, I lost the case. The guy, he got his refund for 59, and I thought, well, the only thing I can do now, because I'm stuck with this, and I've got electronics background. I don't know if you watch, whoever watches my videos, you'll realise. So I opened it up, and I realised in these they have a circuit. It's a little round reddish coloured circuit fuse. Tested that, it was open circuit blown. So I've got some hanging around, so I replaced it, plugged it in, switched, because the first thing I did was I tested the power supply. That was kicking out the voltage. There was nothing wrong with it. So anyway, I replaced the circuit fuse. And obviously it's working. But I will tell you something, guys. If you own a SNES, you know the main thing that can blow these fuses, the internal fuse, is if you turn it on and there's no cartridge in, and you leave it on for quite a while, or you turn it off and on, and there's no cartridge, not really, that can blow the fuse, because it starts, the fuse will get warm and it can blow. And I think that's what's happened to this SNES at some point. So anyway, like I said, I lost the case. The guy got his refund. I sent him a message saying, ha, you're happy now, mate. Yeah, you won this one. I wonder how many times you've done this before. Because I had this vision that he's looked through all the photos and he's, oh, this guy put the model number. Anyway. So yeah, but you can see it's working. It's yellow still. I cleaned it. I got rid of the stinky tobacco smell. So if that guy who sent me this is watching this, F you, mate, I'm one of them. Yeah, I've got rid of the tobacco smell. I will get rid of the yellow in. It just means I've got to get some hydroperoxide. You can buy it from a chemist. This is what they use for bleaching here. And all you do, take the casing off, cover it in hydroperoxide, wrap it up in cellophane, leave it outside for about 3, maybe 4 days. Just leave it, and it will reverse the sun bleached. Anyway, that's that one. That's out of the way. Second eBay. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it. There was 2 eBay problems. That was the first one. The second eBay problem, again, it was in the first one, I was the seller, and then that, you know, you get it. But this time, it's the seller that made the mistake. And what it was, I brought this Connectimals, and it says there, look, it includes plush toy and game. Anyway, it turned up. Open this up. Turned up, like that. There's no game. Got the plush toy. There's no game. I don't think that's ever been took out, to be fair. What did I pay for this? I paid 15 quid. So I'm thinking, I'm sure there was a game. So I went back through the photos. There was a game, and it did say in the description, complete. So I sent the person a message saying, because I try and be nice. I don't want to, you know. Anyway, in the end, they said, well, yeah, it's our mistake, and we will send you the game through the post. I mean, I only paid what? I think it was 15 quid for this set, which I think was quite cheap because there was others online for about 20, 30 quid. Some of them. I mean, I think the £30 one was sealed, but I'm not bothered about that because somewhere as well in the my bedroom's come storage unit, I've got a Kinect sensor which I'm gonna set up at some point because I'm starting to build a collection of Kinect games. So yeah, that one got solved through because they said to me, she says, what we'll do. I mean, this was Friday, just gone. Very apologetic. So if you're watching this, whoever it is, you get the thumbs up on this one because they've sent it through the post. Obviously not through eBay because I didn't put them in the forum, or this was just going through messages. Oh, we forgot to put the game back in. So they're just going to post it to me. That's fine. So I should have that over the next few days. I'm not going to do a video on that. There's no point. The game's only what? I did check up on the price of the game. If you used to buy the game on its own, it's about 2-3 quid. So it didn't matter. It's just, like I said, I've been eBaying for years and years, and I always try and make sure everything's correct, everything's there, and everything's packed properly. So anyway, yeah, that at least that one has been resolved, and that one's sorted out. So anyway, another pickup. This isn't an eBay rant. This is another pickup. I brought this. It's BlazBlue Continuum Shift. Now this is the kind of a collector's edition. It's all in English, and if you open it up, nice condition as well, guys. I think I paid £19 I paid for this off eBay because I only do eBay. I don't bother with everybody else does CEX. I don't. I've been eBaying over what 12 years, probably a bit more. So yeah. So anyway, there's lovely condition, box, everything. Yeah, £19. I'm sure it was 19 quid. Anyway, you get the game. I mean, that is still sealed, look, guys. That has never been opened. It will get opened because I do want to play it at some point. I'm just not going to open it yet. And then in the box set as well, you get... I'll just put them down a bit. You get... This is like a soft bendy, but it feels nice, and it feels, you know, and this is like an art book. And I think that's quite amazing. And I've said in previous videos, I love reading these. So yeah, there's the art book. So I've got brand new seal game, got the art book, and then, and you know, to be fair, guys, when I looked at this, I've got a bit of a runny nose because I don't know what I've done with my tissue. This time of year I get a bit of hay fever. I don't know what I've done with it. Anyway, never mind. And when I was looking through the photos of this collection, I didn't realise, because I didn't see, it comes with all of these. I mean, you got that. Got that one. And these are like a plastic coated, you know, you can feel the quality in them. That. Guys, there's loads of them. There's like 10 of them or something. We'll have cancelled. There's the last two. Right, on to Right, so how many you get? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, you get 8. Right, so you get 8 of them. You get your art book and you get your game. Like I say, this was it was £19. Do you know the thing I love about eBay as well is a lot of the time, if you see something you want, put a watch on it, and the chances are they'll send you an offer. They'll knock between 5 and 10% off, and I think that's pretty good because I do that myself. If I'm selling something on eBay and it's been there, say, 3 or 4 weeks, I'll start sending offers out, knock a bit of, because you're selling it because you don't want it. So there's no point in trying to hang out for top dollar. I don't understand why people just want, oh, this is worth £100, I want it. It don't matter. I don't care. Anyway, so that's, my 2 rants. That's the BlazBlue collection, which I've been off for a while, but kept forgetting about it. And I will be playing it. Oh, the other thing about this as well, guys, it's not backward compatible. This will not play on your Xbox One or your Series X, so you keep that in mind. It's not backwards compatible. I don't know if it's available on the market on the 360 stores, but if it is, it's not going to be there after the 29th of July. So, and that goes with all of the BlazBlue games that are out for the 360. None of them are compatible with the Xbox One. Anyway, the last thing I'm going to come to is the apology. The reason I need to apologise for this is I've said in previous videos I've got loads of stuff knocking around in the bedroom that I need to sort out. I'm forever adding stuff to this room, stuff from the bedroom. The connectables I just showed you, I have got a Connect sensor. That's somewhere I've got to dig that out. Anyway, I was rummaging around the bedroom and I sat on the bed and I thought, why is my bedside cabinet like, there was like a big gap between the cabinet and the wall. So it's one of them, you just go to push it back and it won't go back. And I'm like, there's something behind this. So I pulled it out, pulled the cabinet out, and guys, I found that. And this is where the apology comes in. This is an alarm clock. So it's an alarm clock, USB. Now, my son, I've mentioned him on the channel before, well, he's got his own channel, Bike Shed Boy. So if you're into e-bikes, guys, his name's Bike Shed Boy. He goes into detail here. He'll show you how to do any repair on a bike. He can build a bike from scratch. He is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, check his channel out, Bike Shed Boy. He's my son, Michael. Anyway, his mother-in-law, Teresa, and her partner, Steve, bought me this. I think they bought. This is why I'm apologising, guys. I think they brought me this before lockdown. I think lockdown was 2019, so I probably got this in like 2018, and it just got lost in the abyss in the bedroom. So Teresa, Steve, I apologise, but I found it and it's still boxed, never been opened. It will get opened. Look, it's still sealed. That is brand new sealed, but I am going to open it because it's USB. I'm going to get it set up somewhere and I'm going to use it. But I'll tell you what, though, I don't know how long it's been behind that cupboard, but when I pulled the cupboard away, this was literally caked in dust on the top. But if you look at that, Teresa and Steve, that is still in immaculate condition from the day you bought it for me. I think it was a Christmas. Was it Christmas? Yeah, it was. It was a Christmas present. yeah. This is why as well. I'm digging. I'm starting to dig stuff out in the bedroom because I've got loads of stuff that I want to bring into this room. Like I said before, guys, this is my living room, games room. Yeah, and I'm nowhere near finished. There's other units I want in eventually. I mean, thinking about it, I don't think there's any limits where you can't build something. It's like even the ceiling, I could probably attach units coming off the ceiling that can house games, collector's editions. You know, yeah, I've thought about all this, and I mean, I'm here till the day I die. Anyway, I could even channel through that wall into the bedroom because I live on my own, guys. I've got a little single bed that can go in the corner out of the way. The bedroom's nearly as big as this room, and it's just a storage unit. I'd rather, I don't know, get the builders in, tunnel through. Oh yeah, that's that's the cable, and I think the cable's in there or somewhere. Yeah, it is. Anyway, yeah. So they're my couple of eBay rants, which, I mean, obviously the first one was my fault. Well, no, it weren't, because I mean, the guy on the phone did say to me, if I'd have put the serial number in and matched it to this serial number and it was different, I'd have won the case. So partly it was my fault. So guys, if you're going to sell anything, electrical, consoles, anything electrical, if it's got a serial number or a model number, take a photo and add it with your photographs, guys. Trust me. I even said to the guy on the phone, I says, in a way, yeah, I says, I can reverse the yellowing, I can hydrogen peroxide. You know what's good as well? He didn't know it. He went, oh really? Because he was on about, he's got a computer, an old, I can't remember what he called it now. Anyway, it's an old white computer, but it's all yellow. I says, no, I says, what you do, yeah? I says, you go to any chemist, you can buy big bottles of hydrogen peroxide. I says, as long as you take all the insides out, just as long as it's just the casing, coat it all in your peroxide, wrap it up in cling film so it don't evaporate. And unless you're using ultraviolet light, if you ain't got ultraviolet lights, just stick it out in your garden in the sunshine for like 2, 3, 4 days, and you know, just leave it there. It'll come back clean. But anyway, yeah, but I could never bring myself to scam somebody like that. I mean, obviously, I was peed off at the time. I was like, why? What? I mean, the guy got it cheap anyway. I couldn't do that to anybody. I like I said, I've been selling on eBay, buying off eBay for years and years and years. I've always been honest. I'll tell you a little story of what happened a while ago. And my sons watch my videos, so at least one of them can vouch for this. I don't know if both my sons know, but what it was, in my previous videos, if you go look at my channel, I've got videos where I've got like ghetto blasters where the record deck slides out. And I was repairing them. I was restoring and repairing them because they're 40 years old, guys. You get one of them, chances are it's knackered, it needs new belts, the deck's seized up. So I was buying them quite cheap because obviously they didn't work, and I was restoring them, getting them perfect working order. And they were full working order, fully restored. They can fetch £300 all day long. Sold listings £300. So what I did, I had one, but I've still got two. I've got two in the bedroom right now, brand new. Well, not brand new, but they're working perfect working order. And technically I'm keeping them, but I thought, and I had another one, so I thought I don't need three. So I thought, right, I got it in here, polished it all up, cleaned it, tested it, everything worked. The deck came out, the cassette player worked, the radio worked, it all lit up. I even fitted a blue light inside the record deck. So when you turned it on, It all lit up and it was a lovely blue effect. And I thought, put it on eBay, £300 or best offer. Because like I say, I'm not always after top dollar. I just, I like to do people a bit of a favour. Anyway, this guy messaged me. He says, oh, I had one of these back in the 1980s. He says, I'd love to have another one. He says, what's your bottom dollar on this? I says, to be fair, mate, I says, I've had to replace all the belts. I've spent about 10 hours refurbishing it, re-greasing everything that needed re-greasing, re-oiling everything. Technically, I stripped it down and rebuilt it till it was perfect working order. I says, I've got it on for £300. I says, so what I'll do, I says, if you're willing to pay something like £270, I think it was £279. I says, offer, if you buy it for £279, I'll adjust the offer. If you make the offer of £279, I'll accept it. So he went, yeah, brilliant. So anyway, he brought it. No hesitation, he brought it for £279. But there was a bit of a snag. And I had a feeling this was going to happen, guys. I swear to God. It was like, I don't know, it was like an hindsight. So what I did, when I packaged it, if you look on my previous videos of the JVC DC33L Ghetto Blaster where the deck comes out, it's like a little door that opens as the deck comes out. So what I did, I got some thick L-shaped units and I secured the door all the way across the bottom. Loads of paper so that the tape didn't stick to the actual unit. But mate, this thing was solid. I bubble wrapped it up, sent it him. A few days later, I got a message. Hi mate, I've received it. However, and this is when I knew the guy was, it's called phishing, spelt with PH. eBayers call it phishing. And they always use it with electrical stuff, always. And I knew this. So anyway, the guy's like, yeah, I've received it, mate. And it was packed beautifully. He says, however, I've gone to press the button so the deck comes out, but the deck's not coming out. Is there anything I need to know? I says, right, you press the button where the deck is, just above where the deck is, there's a button that says in, out. He says, yeah, but he says, I can hear a noise, but it's not moving. So straight away, I says, right, because like I said, things can go wrong in transit. Straight away, I says, right, package it back up exactly the way I've done and send it back and I'll give you a full refund. He went, yeah, I will do. About half an hour went by. I got a message from this guy saying, I really want to keep this stereo because I love it. And I'm thinking, well, if there's a problem with it, send it back. And so anyway, he says, how did he word it? This is how I knew. This is how I knew he was fishing. He says, how about I get it repaired, but you give me a part refund to pay for the repair? So I wrote back to him and I knew. I says, no, mate. I goes, no, I don't work that way. I says, this is what you do. I says, package it up exactly the same way I did because I need that door secure. I don't want it bouncing around transit and the door, and because that deck can smash that door off. So if you need to secure that door, guys, if you ever get one of them units. So I made it clear to him. I said, secure the door so that the record deck can't smash through it and smash the door, and send it back and I'll give you a full refund. It was about an hour went by. I got a message, same guy again. He says, I've just phoned a friend of mine who's a bit of an electronics engineer, and he reckons that he can repair it, but it's going to cost about 70 quid. So is there any chance you can refund £70? And I was like, no, this guy's proper. He's taking the blow. So I wrote back, I goes, no, mate. I was trying to be nice. I knew exactly what he was doing. I says, no, mate, this is how it works, yeah? I says, you're not going to get no refund at all. I says, just send it back the same way I packaged it and sent it to you. I says, and when I get it back, I'll do a live unboxing on YouTube to prove to eBay how you've sent it back to me. So if it's all smashed up, mate, you're not going to get a refund. So you need to send it back. Anyway, I didn't say nothing for the rest of that day. The following day, I got a message. The guy went, oh, it's all right, mate. I've decided I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to send it back because what I've done is I've jiggled the deck a little bit and then now it comes out. And I'm thinking, F off. Nah, mate. Right. I don't know if all you guys have heard of it, but there's a saying that goes around. If you've been on eBay a long time, it's called phishing. And it always, if you send somebody a game, they can't really use that phishing because the game can't really go wrong. It's just a game. It's a disc in a box. But what they do with electrical stuff, they'll get it and they'll go, oh, the tape deck don't work. Oh, I want a refund, or a part refund. Or the record deck don't work. Or the radio ain't coming on. And I get it, but they shouldn't be doing this. So you know what I do? I call their bluff. It's only ever happened to me twice. That was that one. The other one was years ago. Not long after I started doing, I had a CD player. It was like a Walkman. It was only worth like 40 quid. I think I sold it for 40 quid. The headphones were, it was a CD Walkman, Sony. It was a good one. Anyway, the guy got it. I posted it to him. I think I sold it him for like 40 quid. He goes, hi mate. He says, I've received it. He says, and there's a bit of a problem. He says, I can't get no sound through the headphones. So I'm like, well, I says everything was working when I posted it to you, mate. I says, try plugging another pair of headphones in. So he wrote back to me. He goes, it's not the headphones that are broke, it's the actual unit. He says, because I've just plugged another pair of headphones in and there's no sound. I'm thinking, here we go. This guy's fishing. So I said to him, send it back, I'll give you a full refund. And he did exactly the same. An hour in. I've got a mate that might be able to sort it out for, if you give me a part refund just to cover his costs. No, mate, send it back. I don't do refunds. I don't do part refunds. The only time I'll give a full refund is if I get the unit back. It's same as this SNES. But what he's done, he's looked at the photos and he's thinking, no, this guy ain't put the serial number on, so I'm going to send him mine that don't work. So technically, the guy he's got a really good, nice looking, clean SNES, no yellowing, and he got away with it. So yeah, if he's watching this, one of them. And I think that's about it for this one, guys. It was a bit of a rant, eBay rant. But I swear by eBay. I don't normally have a problem with eBay. I swear by eBay. I do everything through eBay. I buy through eBay. I sell through eBay. Yeah. You get some good deals. People say, I've had people say to me, oh, eBay, everybody wants top price and everybody wants to rip you off. No, they don't. I've been doing eBay for years, and like I say, eBay's a bit like a game as well. You're going to have to play it. If you see, like I said earlier, if you see something you want, don't just rush in and buy it, because then you could end up paying top dollar. Put a watch on it for a couple of days or a week or so. Keep an eye on it. If it's something for offers, send them the lowest offer. If they decline it, just ignore it. Go on to the next one. But what I find is, you put a watch on it, like I said earlier, they'll send you the offer. And most of the time, they're willing to not like 5-10% off. And everybody's got their own mind judgment where they think, yeah, it's worth that. That is worth 50 quid, but I'd rather try and get it for 40. I mean, why not? Because I get this thing like, I look at games and I think, yeah, that's worth 20 quid. But if I can get it for about 16, 17 quid, I'll buy it straight away. I've even sent offers with a message saying, if you can let me have this right now for such and such amount, I'll pay straight away, no hesitation. And they do. They've done it. If you don't send a message, you say, "Oh, I'll offer you." If you don't send a message, you just make the offer of say 16 quid. Chances are they're going to deny it, but always send a message because you've got that option. When you make an offer, you've got an option to send a message. And I always do. I always send a message. You know, if you're willing to, if somebody's asking for like 20 quid for a game or something, and I'm thinking, if I can get it for like 17, not 3 quid off, I'll buy it all day long. And I'll send them a message. I'll send the offer of £17, and I'll send a message saying, if you will accept £17 right now, I'll pay straight away. You know, 9 times out of 10, or 9.9 times out of 10, they do. They accept it. You will get that £3 knocked off, guys. It's true. It is true. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, so that's my eBay rant. The Connectimals, they're sending me the game, which is fine. So that all got resolved. And yeah, that's. And the SNES, like I said, I've got electronics background. I was able to repair it, get it working. Just means now I've got to, when Bones is finished with it, I'm just going to strip it down, coat the case in hydro peroxide, wrap it up, cling film. The weather's nice. I'm going to stick it out in the garden for 3 days, 3 or 4 days, and it'll come back nice and clean. There's no yellowing. Yeah, and like I said, it stunk of tobacco. It was horrible stench. Yeah, but anyway, I'm getting it right good clean. Because at the time I was cleaning, I was thinking, please let this yellowing be the tobacco smoke. But it weren't. I mean, obviously, as I'm cleaning, I could see the yellowing on the cloth, but the plastic, because they go yellow if there's some bleach sat in daylight. Yeah, that's my ranting done, and that's me over and Bones' whatever, and I'm going to take that off him tomorrow because that's going to get stripped down and put outside. I've already got the hydro peroxide in the cupboard, so I'm going to sort that out. I'm going to leave you all to it, guys. I'm going to get this downloaded and give you something to watch, and I shall catch you in the bits in a bit, guys. Catch you in a bit.